Have you ever gone to a vintage store or an antique shop and found something that, while purporting to be of a certain age and rarity, was just a little too perfect to be truly believable? We've all encountered furniture items that, while undeniably beautiful, perhaps seemed a little too perfect to be wholly authentic. Unfortunately, according to one veteran furniture expert, fraudulent restorations of pieces of furniture intended to convince buyers of their authenticity are all too common. Yannick Chastang, a former furniture conservator of the renowned Wallace collection, has noticed a worrying trend of dealers and restorers updating furniture with modern additions in order to give them the appearance of being much older and more expensive. He cites an example of a 19th century desk that was auctioned off for £2,500, only to resurface 6 months later with a £1 million price tag. It had apparently been turned into a product of the revered French cabinet maker André Charles Boulle with the addition of certain bronze and marquetry elements. Describing this practice as very clever, Chastang noted that the Wallace collection and the Hermitage in St. Petersburg were cited as comparable to describe the desk, but, of course, the restorer had just copied them. It doesn't stop there. Chastang has also seen some pairs of 18th century bronze wall lights that have been split into 4, mixing original and copy parts to make the end product more convincing. He laments the fact that some of these restorations are now irreversible, telling the story of a country house desk that had been totally ruined with chemicals that now make it impossible for another restorer to bring it back up to an acceptable standard. Chastang and other furniture experts believe that this dishonest and immoral over-restoration of furniture threatens to bring the entire industry into disrepute. Martin Levy, another leading furniture expert in London, strongly advocates for a conservation-first approach, noting that knowingly representing a work of art as something you know to be false is dishonest and brings the market into disrepute. At the end of the day, buyers and potential purchasers of vintage furniture should beware of these potentially fraudulent restorations. They may look beautiful, but they are no substitute for genuine antique and vintage pieces. To own a truly special item that has stood the test of time, it is essential to seek out the best proof of age, authenticity, and condition.